I'm not looking forward to playing Liverpool next Sunday. I believe the match is. Their attack right now is unstoppable. It is the best in the league. And sadly, I do not see anyone catching them. You know, Arsenal, quality side, but they just don't have the firepower Liverpool have. And Liverpool are currently now 9 points or 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League with a game in hand over Forest. It makes me feel sick. They are going to run away with it, aren't they, this year? I just can't see anyone catching them. I said in my last match reaction on Liverpool, I said Liverpool are top of the league. They deserve to be top of the league. They've been the best team in the Premier League this season. But I said, I don't even feel like we've seen Liverpool at the very best yet. I said, I feel like they haven't got out properly of second gear. I feel like there's still more to come of Liverpool. Well, today, that was Liverpool at their very best. That was Liverpool when they clicked because they beat West Ham 5-0. Salah could have had a hat-trick today. It could have been 8-9-0. I have not seen a performance that controlled and that dominant in a while. Now, I've seen United be dominated by teams. Liverpool, sadly, one of them. But that performance between West Ham and Liverpool was one of the most dominating performances I've seen in Premier League history. The control Liverpool had. Maybe the last 10-15 minutes, West Ham had some chances. Liverpool made some subs. It could have been more for Liverpool. It really could have been more. And the mad thing is, and I picked this out, Liverpool looked very, very comfortable. 3.34 XG to West Ham's 0.5. They looked very, very comfortable. But the weird thing is, Liverpool only played 3 days ago against Leicester. They only played 3 days ago against Leicester. And you see Arsenal, and Chelsea, they're looking a little bit tired and they're just keeping the ball and stuff. Liverpool only played 3 days ago. They've had injuries. They haven't been able to rotate a lot. And the energy they had and the dominance they had, and you can see it in the stats there. And if you look at the field tilts via Mark, our stat here, not field tilts, cumulative expected chances as well. From minute 1 to minute 90, Liverpool just dominated that game in terms of the chances they created and everything. And, it was a very strong lineup, but they had no Szoboszlai, I believe, due to suspension, which sadly means that he's fully rested for the United game. They could take Curtis Jones off rest and they could take Gravenberch and rest him. I think Gakpo was on a yellow, so he got taken off. So not Gakpo was on a yellow, but I think Gakpo, if he had a yellow, could have got suspended. So they could rest up some players ahead of their next game versus Manchester United. They can. I'm actually not looking forward to next week. We've got Newcastle tomorrow, who after Liverpool are probably the most informed team in the league because they've scored 3+ goals in the last 6 games. And then we've got Liverpool. So we've got 2 most dominant attacks against us next. And when we played Liverpool, Luis Diaz and Szoboszlai, I remember them in the 3-0 loss under Ten Hag, just destroyed us because the press they had, I think they played a bit of a diamond. It killed us. And Szoboszlai is going to be well rested. Luis Diaz can just run and run and run. And he was phenomenal today. And it has me worried. But anyway, my screen for some reason keeps glitching. So that's why it's not been shared the whole time. But let's dive into the game. We're first going to start off by talking about Salah. Then I'll get into some general points. I want to talk about Curtis Jones. I want to talk about McAllister. I want to talk about Trent. But we're first going to start off by talking about Salah. I saw this shared on Sky Sports. He's put up here. 18.5 games. Mo Salah breaks the Premier League record for most games, both scoring and assisting in, basically halfway through the season. Absolutely ridiculous. Halfway through the season, and Salah's got a goal and assist in 8 of those 18 games, breaking the record. Bruno Fernandes held it with 7 in half a season. It absolutely ridiculous numbers. That is crazy. And, people are like, oh, Salah can't create like Hazard. Well, he's got an assist in 8 different matches. He's the top assister. He's the top chance creator in the league. This is now 52. Mo Salah has now been directly involved in 52 goals for Liverpool in all competitions. In 2024, it will be 29 goals and 23 assists now. 23 assists in 2024 for a player who apparently can't create. All he does is score goals, apparently. And I'm saying this as a Man United fan. The way that people try and put Salah down because he's not apparently aesthetically pleasing. I mean, look at what Salah was doing today. Look at the assists. Look at the dribbles. How is Salah not good at dribbling? How is Salah not good at passing? How is Salah not aesthetically pleasing? And I'm saying this as a Man United fan that cannot wait for Salah to leave Liverpool. It's only the second time in the Premier League era a player has reached 50+ goal involvements in a single year for Liverpool. The last time was Salah in 2018. Madness of a player. I feel like he's almost underrated because of perception of him online by some people. It's crazy. But let's dive into my notes here. And I do apologise if the quality of this video isn't as good as normal. I've been having awful internet issues today. My screen keeps crashing. So I'm really going to hope that this video does come out all right by the way, guys. But if it doesn't, I do apologise. But let's get into my general thoughts, because it's taking me 5 minutes to get here. I said this team under Arne Slot was too good. It wasn't meant to be this good, this fast. I remember 3 games into season, or 4 games into season, you'd lost to Forest, and there was like panic on the timeline by Liverpool fans. Oh, it's going to be a long season. You know, there was a 3-game honeymoon period, a 3-game manager bounce under Slot. It just shows how reactionary people are on Twitter. But the only game you've lost is Forest, who is second in the league. So they're technically the second best team in the league after you. I mean, Arsenal will probably win tomorrow, which joke in itself. 100% record in the Champions League. Like, I knew that I was confident Slot was going to come third. I predicted Liverpool third. I said he's got a good squad. He's inherited a good squad. He's a good manager. He has similar principles to Klopp. He hasn't had a transfer window. Arsenal and City, they were the top 2 last season. Without a transfer window, new manager, first season, don't see him catching those 2. He's well and truly caught them, and they have to catch him now. I thought Liverpool were going to have a good season. I was confident of that, but I didn't think Liverpool were going to be this good, this quick. They look unstoppable. The attack looks unstoppable. And I look at Arsenal. Without Salah, Arsenal's attack just isn't to the level of Liverpool's. Martinelli versus Diaz and Gakpo. Diaz and Gakpo are level ahead of Martinelli. Saka, who is their best player and the second best winger in the league, on the right, but Salah's the best right winger in the league. You know, Jota, clinical. Reminds me a bit of Trossard, but more central. Jota, clinical, can do a job. It's like, I just don't see anyone catching Liverpool because their attack is just too good. Arsenal got good defence, and maybe with Kwanzaa being, I think Kwanzaa needs a loan, to be honest. He's just not as stable as Konate and Jones. I think Konate is going to be back. You could maybe say, with Kwanzaa coming at the back, you know, maybe, you know, Arsenal got that defensive stability over it, but I think Konate will be back soon. And Joe Gomez was fantastic for his injury. Konate was fantastic for his injury. Van Dijk, best centre-back in the world. You know, Liverpool from front to back, best team in the league. I think they've got the best defensive record. And then the midfield. And I hate saying this, but the midfielders are incredible. Allister, Gravenberch, Jones, Szoboszlai, all having really good seasons. Harvey Elliott's to come into that as well. They're the best team. They're the best set-up team. The manager adapts his tactics well. They don't have a weak spot other than maybe left back. And Robertson is still a good player. Yeah, and then you got Trent at right back. Trent has some things in his locker that is irreplaceable if he is. I think Conor Bradley's such a good back at right back, but there's certain passes, certain goals, certain things that Trent can do, which I don't think any other right back can do. And if he goes, that's a big loss for Liverpool, but he was shushing. I mean, Marca are known to be full of BS, and I think they've been writing that Trent wants to go, but he was proper, like, telling them shut up today, so maybe he'll stay. I don't know what the contract situation is at Liverpool. I don't really comment on that kind of stuff, because I think it's all rumours and speculation. Nobody really knows, and people try and pretend they know for clicks. That's my mindset on it. Until it's done, it's done. But yeah, it was a clean sheet for Liverpool. Fantastic performance. Last 10 minutes, West Ham had chances, but I don't think Liverpool did anything wrong. I mean, I see Liverpool fans online complaining that Salah missed chances. Oh, you won 5-0 and you're complaining that your player missed a couple of chances. Must be nice. My team's 14th in the league. Be grateful. You're first. You're 9 points clear and you've won 5-0. So, and there'll be people that will complain about something. I don't think Liverpool have anything to complain about. Diaz was excellent. Jones was excellent as well. Give a shout out to them. And I saw this statistic here. Liverpool remain one of the best teams in Europe in a positive game state. Arne Slot's Liverpool combine patient build-up with deadly vertical attacks when leading. Liverpool can defend with the ball or kill the game with counter-attack. So neutral game state is when the game's 0-0, 1-1, when the game is drawing. So when you're not leading or you're not behind. So when Liverpool are in a neutral game state, only Inter have a better defensive record than them in the top 5 leagues. And only Barcelona and Inter have a better attacking record than them, obviously playing an easy leave when in neutral game state. Liverpool's attacking record's insane. When they go 1-0 up, they seem to go 2-0 up, 3-0 up. But in neutral game states, just shows how dominant Liverpool have been. I think Atalanta could just be ahead of them. I can't see, but they're at the top. But we're going to talk about Salah, but I do want to talk about Jones. I do want to talk about McAllister. I do want to talk about Diaz as well. But 18 touches in opposition box, 7 shots, 4 on target, 4 chances created. Oh, my Salah does his score. He can't dribble, he can't create. He's created 4 chances. 4 times possession won, 3 successful take-ons, 3 duels won, 2 assists, and 1 goal for Mohamed Salah. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous this man is, isn't it? It's not normal. Not normal. And this is him. Goal, assist. No, sorry, assist, goal. It's just assist, goal. Goal versus Leicester. Goal, assist versus Fulham. Assist, goal versus Newcastle. Assist, penalty versus City. Penalty, goal versus Southampton. Assist, goal versus Villa. Goal versus Brighton. Goal versus Arsenal. Assist, penalty versus Chelsea. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And this is what I had to say on Mohamed Salah. And again, I apologise if the quality does drop. 37 goals in 25 games. On track for a 60 goal assist season just in the Premier League. You could have had 3 goals today, but people say he could have had 3 goals, he missed those chances. But his ability to get the ball and from those positions, cut in, create separation from the defender to then get the shot off to make the chances for himself is also very good. He'll get the ball and he's so good at opening up space and getting away from the defender to get the shot off or find the space for himself, which is why he does have a lot of chances. The assist for Jota. It was like a 1-2, left, right, a left, right, and a dribble. I feel like all this week I've seen Eden Hazard on the line. Eden Hazard's a phenomenal player. But people bring down Salah because Eden Hazard was a natural, flary dribbler. Salah can pass, Salah can create, Salah can dribble. Salah's very good. In my opinion, he's better than Eden Hazard because you've got to look at his longevity, you've got to look at his clutchness, his importance to team, how Hazard fell off in Mourinho's last season. For me, people try and bring down Salah, but the dribble he did, he shows that you can do it all. And I think 14 goals and assists this month in December in the Premier League alone is a record. And bear in mind, if he could have got 2 goals versus Everton, and that could have been 16 if that game was on. I think that's a record, but the statistic that I found online it was just from a random Twitter account. It wasn't like a credible source, so I don't know. But as I said, I also think his ability to anticipate the ball with the Gakpo assist, sort of guess the defender's movement, move the ball, move round to get the Gakpo assist is top notch. I think his instincts, his touch, his dribbling, his ability to get away from the defender and anticipate where the defender's going to go, and it's like like second nature to him. He doesn't have to think; he just knows. I think is unbelievable. And yeah, he's a good scorer, but I think his all-round game is a lot better than he gets credit for. Let's talk about Curtis Jones. I thought he had a good game. All I see about Curtis Jones is he slows down play, and people don't like him. And I think people don't understand what he does. I think, ball progression could improve. His retention is good. But I think in possession, he's such a good player. 6 duels, 1, 4 tackles, 2 shots on target, 2 chances created, 1 take-on completed, 1 assist. Assist again today. 6 duels won. He put in a defensive shift off the ball. He won back the ball. He pressed. He did so much good work off the ball. He was fantastic. 4 tackles, 6 duels won. Curtis Jones is someone for me that I think about him on the ball. Retention, receiving between the lines, being quite press resistant, being comfortable with it. But today, the shift he put in off the ball was absolutely excellent. And these were my notes on Curtis Jones from today and just stuff that I've said in general. I think he's really come in the last 18 months, and people don't realise that he's technically good. He's very aware. He's not like a traditional English, midfielder. He's more of a Spanish midfielder in terms of his natural ability in possession, in terms of retaining the ball under the press, having 3 players around him. I think he's very comfortable and he's very good at retaining the ball. And I think if he retains the ball well, Liverpool keep the ball more. He allows for more patient build-up, which some people don't like. And obviously Klopp is more transitional, where Slot kind of likes to be transitional at times, but have a more patient build-up, which can lead to Liverpool then keeping the ball better, which can lead to a rotation and more chances. Off the ball, as I said, I think he does very well, but he's very comfortable receiving the ball in any area of the pitch, making himself available for the pass, breaking the lines with his passing. He's very comfortable at that. But what he's always been good at is under the press, dribbling, escaping the press. It's just about, can he become more progressive, play it forward, not pass side, but not pass back. And I think you're seeing elements of that this season, but you've also got to remember that whenever Liverpool win back the ball, Klopp was like attack, get forward, even if there's 2 players up there. Whereas Slot is like, if there's only 2 players up there, you can pass it back, you can pass it sideways. So I think he's more suited to Slot's system because he will retain the ball and allow for a more patient build-up, which is sometimes going to help Liverpool at times rather than rushing it like they sometimes did under Klopp. Diaz also had an excellent game, brought him in for FPL this week. So thank you very much, Diaz, for that goal. Shame he didn't get another. But let's talk about this. He is... because I'm having a stinker. I'm having a stinker on FPL this week. I tell you what, and everybody has Salah. So I can't catch anyone if Salah gets me points. So I was like, hopefully Liverpool lose. But then when you were like 5-0 up, I was like, can Diaz just make it 6 so I get the FPL points? Honestly, I can't believe I was saying that. This is what FPL's done to me. This is what's happening to me because I've given up. Anyway, Diaz, he's Liverpool's biggest threat outside of Salah. His directness, running power, ball carrying, pace, and movement make him the most feared player after Salah, and he's been back to his best this season under Slot, was what I wrote, word for word, basically. I think he's a big threat. I think Gakpo's been excellent lately. I can't bother to talk about Gakpo as well, because I spoke about him in my last video on Liverpool, because he was man of the match last time out. So I'm going to speak about Diaz today. I think he is Liverpool's second. I think Gakpo's great, but I think Diaz is Liverpool's second biggest threat after Salah, because I think he's just, his instincts, his movements, his running, I think worries people more. I think whereas Gakpo's a cut and shoot, kind of more clinical player. But he's already got 8 goals this season, which is equal to last season's tally. I think what Slot's done really well is move Gakpo to left wing and Diaz centrally, because Gakpo's much better on the left wing. Diaz, I still think his best position is left wing, but I think he's much better centrally than Gakpo. I think that's worked well, which is something that obviously Klopp had the other way around. And I think I noticed this as well. Diaz would drop deep sort of into the midfield line to receive the ball. He wasn't staying up, so he was very much involved in play, despite playing more centrally. He was dropping deep to receive the ball, and he was coming out wide as well in deeper areas to receive the ball, which was an interesting tactical adaptation from Slot. Covers ground, pressing, work rate alone is top, but I think his instinct movement and finishing is probably the biggest improvement I've seen in Diaz this season. And elements of that come with confidence, elements of that come with coaching, of course, but he just looks like a little bit of a reborn player. McAllister, I thought, putting a shift defensively off the ball. Again, fantastic ground coverage. I think Gravenberch's been getting all the talk this season, but I think the last 3 games, I'd say McAllister's probably been a little bit better than Gravenberch, and Gravenberch's still been good. Completed 11 progressive passes today, and over the last 10 ball recoveries and 3 out of 4 tackles won, which is ridiculous. And if you look at McAllister here, 56 out of 62 passes, 3 chances created, 1 big chance created, because he can break lines with his passing, he can create chances. Tackles 1, 3 out of 4, was fouled twice, duels 1, 7 out of 12, recoveries 10, long balls 3 out of 3, final third passes 11. 11 passes into the final third, progression, breaking lines unreal, off the ball recoveries 10, ridiculous, creating chances, winning tackles, off the ball, on the ball, putting a shift, and every phase of the pitch. McAllister was absolutely excellent today. And I've not gone into detail about Gakpo or Trent or Van Dijk, but I do not like how good Liverpool were in every phase of the pitch today. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. Bye.